Superman issue 4, which is written by Peter J. Tomasi and art by Patrick Gleason. And this picks up straight up where the last one ended,
Hmm.
more or less. And the Eradicator, Superman are thrown down, and John, like, Lois is trying to calm John down, saying that he's got the best of both worlds and all that.
Yep.
And John has his epic moment, probably one of the standout moments for both of us, I think, is him
Yep.
using his heat vision to put Crypto's cape on as his new cape.
Yep. Yep. And zipping up his dollar store or his secondhand Superman
Yeah.
jacket, and then he goes to help his dad, and that splash page is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a nice big two-page splash. We got both of them punching, one on either side.
Yep.
Um, it is really a thing of beauty. Now, this is where the issue gets a bit weird, though, because
Was not expecting this at all.
Eradicator basically like explodes, and all the trapped like souls of like Krypton
Yep.
and various other places, by the looks of it, all sort of start pouring out. Uh, and like it carries Superman and Superboy and Lois as well. Actually, does it carry Lois? Yeah, it
Yep.
carries Lois. It carries everyone,
Yep.
and they all get carried to a bar just outside of Metropolis.
Hmm.
Um, and you know more about this other character. There you go, Matt. You tell us about.
So Bibbo is this really blue collar guy that lives near Suicide Slum. I can't remember if he lived in Suicide Slum or not, in Metropolis. And he's like Superman's biggest fan. And we haven't seen him for a while. Like, I can't recall him showing up in the New 52. But he shows up here, and he's got a like shrine in his bar to Superman. And when you were introduced to him, he's talking with a guy about the death of the New 52 Superman. Um, so, you know, it's weird that they're playing with the continuity like that, because if he was the biggest fan and he was close with Superman,
Hmm.
like, why didn't we see him earlier? But at this point, I don't care.
It doesn't.
Because
I mean,
we're
he could have had a
we're
biggest
sure.
fan without have seen him. I mean,
Yeah, but I just, there's pictures of them together and whatnot, and it really plays up to the old continuity. So I feel like he's going to play a bigger part once
okay.
after this first arc gets situated. But yeah, so he's just this blue collar guy that really looks up to Superman. He owns and runs this bar in a rough part of town. So, and we see him here. He's arm wrestling a guy from Gotham. Can't remember the guy's name, but that was pretty cool introduction. But they end up at his bar and all the souls, which again, are they souls? Are they data? Because
yeah, it's really weird. But obviously, the real
yeah,
surprising and touching moment that happens, and I'm sure pulled on a heartstring for you, was
yeah,
when one of the souls goes into Clark, and he gets like a moment of like advice or like a moment of time with Jonathan Kent,
yep,
and it's people who like. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jonathan Kent was already dead when we got to New 52. He was already gone.
yeah,
But as someone who thinks the parents are really important to Superman, because they are, and the
yep,
way the New 52 kind of like ripped them away at such a young age from Clark
yep.
was really, really like it was kind of unforgiving. Like it was basically the biggest thing right away that tainted the whole thing.
Well, yeah, and again, it came from Morrison's action, where it was, again, we know this through hindsight, but not at the time, that was supposed to be its own story about, Golden Age Superman,
Yeah,
which
it's
that had
supposed to be
happened.
essentially an Elseworld.
Right, and so we haven't gotten to know Ma and Pa Kent in this universe, so we get to see Pa here, give Superman some advice, or not exactly advice, but some nice words of encouragement.
Yeah,
So, and yeah, it was a very touching moment. And you see, and this always is what shoots down the Kill Bill argument to me. Where Bill tells Beatrix that Superman's the guy in the suit, not Clark Kent. Clark Kent's the costume.
Hmm.
But when he goes and he's meeting Pa Kent here, he's dressed as Clark.
Oh yeah, he's the farm boy. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
you know,
not even a question in my mind who he really is.
yeah. So that was a nice touch, and it was just a really good scene. And I do like how they're playing with the Eradicator and how the Eradicator wants Clark to remake Krypton, but Clark's not like yes he's Kryptonian, but he's as much as Earth. Just like where Jonathan shares uh, the human DNA, you know, I would say they're both equally from Earth, Superman and the Sun. Right? That was just me kind of rambling, trying to put the right words together. Um, but so he's not gonna just go along with the Eradicator, be like, "Hey, we're starting Krypton. Come on, let's go."
Yeah, no,
You know?
obviously. I think for me, some of the action in the issue was a. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I think it was better than last week. Not last week, but the last issue. But not as strong as issues 1 and 2 for me. Because I did have those nice moments with Pa Kent, and it did have that great moment at the start with Jonathan putting on his cape and
Yep.
punching Eradicator side by side with Superman.
Yep.
There's also moments later on when he's using his heat vision to try and
He
slow
makes
Eradicator
steam.
down. Yeah, he's making
Yeah.
steam. Yeah, he's trying to slow him down while Superman's flying him away. And all that stuff's really fun. There's some good stuff here, and there's like the ghost or the data like talking to him,
Yep.
and Superman's the only one who can hear it.
Right.
And the big cliffhanger at the end, of course, is that Superman puts Lois and John into a submersible and is flying them out to the moon.
Yep. Because why
Uh,
not?
well, presumably that's where uh, they're going to be safe,
Yep.
and of course it gets the fight away from people as well.
Right. Right. Because that's what Superman does.
That's what Superman does. That's the
But yeah, I thought it was a still a pretty strong issue for all of that because it had the Eradicator stuff and it looks like that's dealt with for now. You
hmm.
know, but I wouldn't be surprised if Eradicator shows back up.
Yeah. I expect it would be. Yeah, because even uh, the line of dialogue from the guy, he references the Terminator. He's like, that guy was like
Yep.
a super Terminator, and I've seen those
That's right.
movies. You know, like
Yeah.
that line alone is like, okay, he's getting back up. He's not down for
Yeah.
the count. Superman's
Yep.
bought some time, and he's getting Lois and John to safety
Yep.
on the moon of all places. That says, I mean, we are
Really enjoyed
speculating a
that.
little bit because one of the things at the end here is, uh, the final bit of contemplation where he says the Man of Steel's got a plan.
No.
We don't really know what that plan is yet.
No.
We know he's
But we
thinking
do
about something.
know, yeah, if the Eradicator is still up and kicking, then he's gonna want to get rid of John. So let's get it away from Collateral.
Hmm.
Mom's not gonna leave it. But no, I just thought it was funny that there was a deep sea submersible just outside in the docks.
A little bit
You know
convenient.
that's designed to go to the deepest parts of the ocean.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I get to talk to Tomasi, I'll ask him if that's a James Cameron thing because you got like kind of a Terminator reference.
That's
You
true.
got a deep sea submersible. You know.
That is true. That is two Cameron things there back to back. It's worth
Yep.
mentioning as well the art is gorgeous,
Yep.
as it has been
Yep.
consistently. So no change there. It was a solid issue. I thought there was some good action. Some of the whole like ghost thing was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Like I felt
Was
a couple of times I had to almost go back a page and just sort of like, right, am I reading this right? Like,
yeah. Well,
is this what's
see,
happening?
yeah, you're reading them digitally, so maybe there was a glitch. For me, I thought maybe some pages got stuck together because when you pull them out of the bags and boards, sometimes the pages don't come all the way apart.
Mm,
So I had to go back and double check to make sure that wasn't
yeah,
the situation. But yeah, I mean, definitely wasn't expecting the souls of Krypton
yeah.
and whatnot.
That's a really high concept thing. Like,
Yep.
like you have to sort of wrap your head around because you're like, oh wait, this isn't normal, right?
I would expect that in a Morrison comic, not so much a Tomasi and Gleason comic.
Yeah, but I like that we didn't get weird right away. We're really connected to these characters first, so it's
Yep.
yeah, and I'm enjoying it so much that I'm happy to see where it's going to go. So no, Superman issue 4. Trucking on, as it were.